In 1943, deep over occupied Europe, a British naval test pilot made a decision in seconds, one that would define the edge of human courage and curiosity. In that fleeting moment, he faced a choice between survival and understanding, between instinct and intellect. He had no idea that this single decision would echo decades later, revealing truths about humanity even amid the instruments of war, and shaping a legacy that would bridge enemies and allies alike. Imagine the roar of engines above a continent at war, the sky filled with lethal potential. Every second carried the possibility of death, yet also the opportunity to witness the dawn of aviation history. Brown's choice was not merely tactical. It was philosophical, a silent affirmation that even in conflict, observation and empathy could coexist with duty and courage. The world below was a chessboard of strategy, flak bursts and hidden threats, and above it all, one man was about to redefine the limits of aerial reconnaissance. By 1943, Europe had become a crucible of human ingenuity and destruction. The Allies were advancing relentlessly toward the heart of Nazi Germany, and the Luftwaffe responded with its latest marvel, jet-powered fighters designed to dominate the skies. Among them, the Messerschmitt Me 262 was a true paradigm shift, a machine faster and more agile than anything the Allies had previously encountered. Its introduction promised to tilt air superiority in Germany's favor, but only if Allied pilots failed to adapt. Every sortie into enemy territory was a calculated risk. Engines could fail at any moment, weapons might misfire, an anti-aircraft flak could explode around a plane with devastating force. Pilots like Brown needed more than courage. They required an intimate knowledge of aerodynamics, mechanics, and the psychology of their adversaries. Each flight was a duel of wits, reflexes, and nerve. A single mistake could be fatal, yet hesitation could cost the lives of hundreds who depended on the intelligence gathered. The war had evolved from a contest of strategy and numbers to a test of human intellect and resilience. Each mission pushed both pilot and machine to their absolute limits. And for him, decoding the patterns of this new era required not only skill, but an unwavering commitment to understanding his craft and his enemy. Eric Melrose. Brown was born on January 21st, 1919, in Leith, near Edinburgh, Scotland. His earliest memories were filled with the scent of aviation fuel and the thunderous roar of engines. His father, a Royal Flying Corps veteran, introduced him to the skies at the age of 8, letting him perch on his knee in a Gloucester Gauntlet biplane as they soared over the Scottish countryside. That first flight ignited a passion that would define the trajectory of his life, compelling him to seek out danger and discovery in equal measure. Growing up in the lingering shadow of World War I, Brown absorbed stories of valor and loss, the thin line between heroism and tragedy. He excelled academically, mastering languages and technical subjects with ease. His curiosity extended beyond the classroom. He visited local airfields, explored aircraft engines, and studied the principles of flight with obsessive rigor. In 1938, while studying in Germany, Brown immersed himself in the aviation world at a pivotal moment. He befriended former aces such as Ernst Udet, observed revolutionary aircraft prototypes, and witnessed early helicopters and jet designs firsthand. This experience gave him unique insights into German engineering, as well as a nuanced understanding of the culture, discipline, and mindset of the Luft, WAFFE. When war erupted in 1939, Brown was briefly arrested by German authorities but released at the Swiss border. Returning to Britain, he volunteered for the Royal Navy Volunteer Reserve, joining the Fleet Air Arm by 1943. He had survived treacherous North Atlantic storms, the sinking of HMS Audacity, and hundreds of nerve-wracking carrier landings. Yet, for all the danger he had faced, his curiosity remained unshaken, driving him to confront increasingly perilous missions with analytical precision and fearless daring. On August 5, 1943, Brown received orders for a top-secret reconnaissance mission over Germany. Intelligence had reported a revolutionary jet fighter, the Messerschmitt Me 262, capable of speeds and maneuvers far beyond the reach of conventional Allied aircraft. The mission's objective was simple to state, but perilous in execution. Observe the aircraft's performance, gather as much intelligence as possible, and return safely, flying deeper into enemy airspace. The terrain beneath him transformed into a network of industrial hubs, military installations, and anti-aircraft defenses. Radar towers scanned the horizon with relentless precision, while flak guns dotted the landscape, ready to tear apart any intruder. The air vibrated with tension. Every engine, drone, and distant explosion reminded Brown of the ever-present spectre of death through the haze. He finally saw it, the Me 262, sleek and metallic, cutting through the sky with an almost unnatural grace. Its speed, its agility, and the audacity of its design left Brown momentarily breathless. He knew that every second now counted, that a single misjudgment could end not only his life, but also the mission and the intelligence the Allies desperately needed. Closing in, Brown faced the most delicate balance of his career. Every maneuver carried lethal risk, yet each observation promised a strategic advantage. Amid the machine's mechanical might, he recognized a profound human truth. The pilot inside the Me 262 was just that, a man, conditioned and trained, striving to survive, bound by duty to his country, no different in essence from himself. With meticulous precision, Brown maneuvered his aircraft to study every detail: the engine intakes, swept wings, and stressed airframe components. Without provoking confrontation, he noted speed thresholds, stability factors, and maneuvering capabilities, all while dodging flak bursts and avoiding radar detection. Time stretched. Each heartbeat seemed to expand into minutes. In this theater of high-stakes observation, Brown displayed extraordinary mastery, technical brilliance, professional courage, and ethical restraint woven seamlessly together. He witnessed a rare harmony of intellect and empathy, understanding without aggression, insight without destruction. Returning to base, Brown was physically drained, his body trembling from adrenaline. Yet his mind remained razor. His detailed reports transformed Allied understanding of jet aircraft, shaping new strategies for engagement and defense. Commanders lauded his bravery, colleagues admired his skill, but Brown carried with him a quieter, deeper realization. Pilots, even enemies, were professionals performing their duties under immense pressure. This understanding of shared humanity would guide him throughout his life, a testament to the coexistence of duty, empathy, and courage. Brown's mission set a precedent for aerial reconnaissance and influenced future pilot training, aircraft design analysis, and strategic decisions. The encounter demonstrated that intelligence could be gathered ethically, and that professionalism could transcend the mere imperatives of war. 17 years after that mission, In 1960, Brown walked into a German aeronautical research facility. Engineers and pilots he had once interrogated during the war now welcomed him as a respected peer. One former Luftwaffe pilot approached, offering a folded letter. It expressed gratitude for Brown's professionalism and humanity. A lifetime of conflict had been transformed into mutual respect, demonstrating the enduring power of courage and ethical action to bridge even decades of enmity. The war wrought devastation, hatred, and loss. Yet stories like Brown's remind us that courage, tempered by humanity, can leave a legacy far beyond the battlefield. Eric Winkle Brown's achievements, the aircraft he flew, the records he set, the missions he executed, are remarkable. Yet the defining aspect of his life was his integrity, empathy, and respect for others. In an era dominated by machines of war, Brown demonstrated that the human spirit could rise above conflict, reaching heights that no aircraft alone could achieve. His story is a testament to the enduring strength of intellect, courage, and compassion. If you want more forgotten stories from history's darkest and brightest hours, don't forget to subscribe.